Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Maggie. Today we're going to be doing a swatch and tutorial with the new, well, not new, but repackaged About Face Fractal Glitter Eye Paints. They used to be in these like applesauce package vibes. Now they're in the same packaging as the eye paints, but the glitter ones. I have 4 shades, and here are the swatches of all 4. They're shimmer loaded smooth mousse eyeshadow that doesn't crease, crack, or transfer or fall out. You can now use these as eyeshadows, highlighters, eyeliner, all kinds of things. I do end up using one of them as a highlighter as well. We're first going in with this shade Above Santorini, which is a shimmering sapphire. I did start first by going in with a skinny little eyeshadow brush, but I realized that was just not working, and because this has a pointed tip on the doe foot, it did make applying the eyeliner pretty easy, and then whatever I needed to sharpen up, I was able to use my little eyeliner brush with it. And you can always end up wiping off some of it with a Q-tip if you mess up, but they were pretty easy to apply and blend. But I wanted to do a fun kind of blue aquamarine ombre vibe, and I wanted to use all 4 shades, which I ended up doing. The glitter in this one is more of a silver base, which is stunning. It kind of reminds me of my prom dress when I was in high school. The next shade is All About the Benjamins, a shimmering evergreen. It's very turquoise heavy, it's stunning, I love it. Both the blues are really beautiful. In the upcoming shots here, you'll see more of the difference. I do think they're pretty similar, but once you layer them up pretty well and next to each other, they do have different tones. The All About the Benjamins is definitely more green turquoise, whereas Above Santorini is more cobalt blue sparkly. But yeah, you can see right there the bit of the more of the color difference, but they are similar. So you definitely didn't need both, but they are fun to layer up and do a little bit of a gradual ombre. Definitely has more gold sparkle in this one rather than the silver in the other. Next, we're going to go in with Tin Pan Alley, which is a shimmering golden marshmallow. It definitely has some green reflect in it, so it's really beautiful and lovely to use on the face as well, in like inner corners to brighten stuff up. And then we went in with Smolder on top of the lid, which is a shimmering mauve. Very subtle, I did it here, but you could build it up. And the Smolder has more of like a purple, pink, gold reflect in it. It's really pretty. It's like a multi-dimensional glitter inside of the pink. I love it. Now we're going to add some mascara, and we're going in with my favorite, which is the Item Beauty Lash Slick. I'm actually getting kind of low on this, so I'm going to have to pick it up on BoxyCharm again because they have it on there for $3. And you could leave it like that, but I am going to add the AF94 False Advertising Lashes. I picked these up at Walmart because I wanted to try them out. I also got their UV collection, the blue, pink, and purple ones. So I'll be playing with those in later videos, but I wanted to kind of use their sister drugstore brand as well at the same time. Like I said, I bought these at Walmart for $4.98, which isn't a bad deal for lashes, and they are beautiful. I did have to cut them, and they are nice. I wouldn't say they're my favorite lashes ever. I had some issues with the front pieces, like there was like extra like plastic glue on it, and I just felt like they sat funny. But I'm gonna keep wearing them and playing with them. Go in with some e.l.f. Brow Lift Gel in my eyebrows and just lift them up and lay them down. Going in with that e.l.f. Good Vibes Only Smoothing Velvet Primer. I'm obsessed with this stuff. Super blurring. Same obsessed with this Super Serum from Revolution Beauty, which you can also get at Walmart now. At least mine does. And it was also $4.98. What a steal. It's super blurring, smoothing, hydrating, but not with, and it doesn't look too cakey in my opinion. I really enjoy this serum foundation. And I wouldn't think it's too oily for you, even if you have oily skin, because it does, I don't know if maybe it's the primer underneath, but I still felt like it lays down more of a matte finish. Going in with the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. This was like a dupe of that Lactusha gloss. brush tip concealer. It's nice and brightening, nothing too fancy. It doesn't have like a huge amount of coverage like their camo concealer, but it is a nice on-the-go brightening concealer. Then we're going to set it down with that Wet n Wild 5-in-1 Essence Primer and Finishing Powder. Really enjoying this stuff. I'm still grabbing for it. I really think it blurs out the skin really nicely and sets it down. My trusty Kaleidos Symphony Contour Trio in Light, and we're gonna snatch our face up. And I go ahead and I use the contour and the bronzer in the palette, and then eventually I take that little brightening shade and put it on my nose when I accidentally went a little too hard on my contour. But I love this contour shade. It's just like the perfect tone for my skin tone. Now we're going to go in with the Uma Beauty by Sharon C, which is the drugstore version of Uma Beauty, with their Flawless in Real Life blush in the shade Audacity. It's a really nice warm toned blush. It kind of reminds me of a lot of my favorite ones. Super beautiful for every day, all year round. And it has more of like a cream kind of super shock formula. So it was really fun to build up on this brush, but you could also use your fingers. The foundation from this brand is one of my favorites, so I was excited to try this out. We're going to take this Hard Candy Struck of Gorgeous in the brown shade. It kind of has more of a metallic vibe, but we're not going to say anything. And I did make a mistake when doing this. It dries pretty fast, so I would say when you're applying your little freckles, do it a little bit by little so you don't mess up like I do. You just like put them on, tap them out kind of vibe with your finger or your sponge. But for some reason I decided to put them all on at once, and then when I went to blend it, it wouldn't blend out and it just looked like harsh lines. So if you mess up like I do, just keep going over with your excess blush or more blush, or like you see here, I put more concealer on and put it over top, so it diffused it quite a bit, which was nice, so it didn't look like too harsh. We're going to go in with the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Wherever Walnut, which if you think about that name, it really doesn't make any sense. Wherever Walnut. Either way, it's a great lip liner because you can use it as eyeliner or as lip liner, which is cool. You could probably use it as blush. I've never tried that. But we're going to fill in our lips and create a nice little peachy pout. And I wanted to try out these L'Oreal Color Riche Intense Volume Matte Lipsticks. They kind of remind me of the chubbier versions of these, but just in a skinnier packaging. I am obsessed with these. They're super beautiful, wear nicely, and I take the shade Le Rude Nonchalant, which is a warm medium brown, and I also use Le Nude Independent, which is a medium deep pink, and I just mixed the two, and I think they created a beautiful combo. One of my favorite combos. I feel like it's pretty typical of me. I'm wearing this kind of color. But I love the skinny vibe on this packaging because it makes me feel super fancy. If I ever made makeup, this is the kind of packaging I would want to use because it reminds me of like Audrey Hepburn and old classic Hollywood. Ariana came out with like slimmer packaging on her lipsticks, and honestly, I like it, but hers are like too skinny, like where it feels like I'm gonna break the tube for some reason. And now we're gonna use that Tin Pan Alley as a highlighter to finish off the look. And it worked out beautiful. They felt like a sparkly golden disco ball with this whole shimmer look. Felt like the blush really paired nicely with my lipstick and the eyeshadow. I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling myself, and this wore pretty well, and it didn't transfer just like it said, which was nice, and it didn't crack, which some graphic kind of eyeliner stuff that I do can do with specific formulas, but this one didn't bleed or transfer, which I usually have issues with some eyeliners, so that was a very nice pro. I can't wait to try these glitter eye paints with the matte fluid paints that I have from their collection, especially since I have a pink one that I feel like would work really well with Smolder or Tin Pan Alley. But these were really fun to try out, and make sure you try to get them on a deal. Always try to find a coupon just because they are $16, which I think is a little expensive, but they did lower their prices, which is nice. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below, and have a good day. Bye!